Starting with a Shopify free trial might sound simple, but if you don't have a clear direction, it can feel like a maze. There's a dashboard full of tools, a ton of decisions to make, and all these success stories that make you wonder if you're already behind before you've even started. And that's exactly why I wanted to walk through this. Not just what you get with the Shopify free trial, but what actually matters once you're inside. Because if you don't go in with a bit of a game plan, it's easy to feel lost or overwhelmed. Stick around until the end, because even though Shopify removed the 90-day and 120-day trial options, there's still a way to get started with a full 3-day free trial, plus 3 extra months for just $1 a month. And if you miss this, you'll end up paying more than you need to. So let's talk about it. The Shopify free trial today gives you 3 full days to use the platform completely free. No credit card required. That's 3 days to explore everything, start building your store, add products, customize your theme, and get the whole foundation in place without committing to anything up front. You can go as fast or as slow as you want in that window. And that flexibility is huge if you're still working a 9 to 5 or balancing other responsibilities. And after those 3 days, instead of charging you the full monthly fee right away, Shopify is letting you continue for just $1 a month for your first 3 months. That's basically 93 days total to test your store, promote it, make your first sales, and learn the ropes, without having to commit to any major expenses up front. When you break it down, it's one of the lowest risk ways to try building something of your own. This updated offer replaced those longer trials that were once available, the 90-day and 120-day trials. Those used to pop up during special events or limited campaigns, but as of 2025, they're no longer available. They were great while they lasted, but now Shopify's focused on this tighter, more intentional approach. Still, when you combine the current 3-day trial with the 1 more month follow-up, you're getting nearly the same amount of time, just spread out in a way that actually encourages momentum. That little dollar acts like a mental nudge, a signal that you're invested, even if it's just the tiniest bit. And that tiny shift can be the difference between trying and actually following through. Now, here's where people get tripped up. The Shopify free trial doesn't mean the hard part is over. It just means the opportunity is in front of you. And honestly, that's when things start to feel real. But once you're inside, it's a clean layout, an intuitive setup, and more flexibility than most people expect. Whether you're building a one-product store or adding a full catalog, Shopify gives you the tools to actually bring it all together. You can connect your own domain, create custom product pages, manage inventory, handle taxes, automate shipping, and even collect abandoned cart emails without needing any third-party tools. And that's all before you even touch the App Store, which unlocks even more features like upsells, reviews, digital downloads, and full marketing integrations. It's not just a place to sell stuff, it's a full ecosystem that can grow with you as your store grows. Here's the part nobody talks about, though. Shopify isn't perfect. There are little things that could throw you off. Some of the paid themes look amazing, but can get pricey. And while there are free themes available, they don't always have the exact vibe you're going for. That can make people second-guess their store before it's even launched, which is kind of ironic, since buyers don't really care about that stuff nearly as much as we think they do. But honestly, most buyers don't care if you're using the fanciest layout on the planet. They care about clarity, speed, simplicity. And yes, it's true that apps can add up fast if you're not careful. There's a temptation to install every tool under the sun, thinking it'll help your conversion rate. But the best performing stores usually start simple. One product, one offer, one traffic source. And just to add one more layer to that, if you do decide to grow your store and add new tools, most of the good ones have a free tier or trial version too. You're not boxed in. You can scale up at your own pace, and Shopify's system makes it surprisingly easy to do that without breaking things. At the end of the day, the Shopify free trial isn't just about testing features. It's about flipping that internal switch that says, this is real now. It's that moment when an idea becomes action, even if it's just adding your first product or uploading your first logo. Those little steps are what build momentum. And once you start stacking them, that's where the magic happens. That's why the Shopify free trial is such a great window. It gives you the space to figure things out. You're not locked into a big investment. You're not under pressure to launch immediately, but you do get a real shot to move forward. And once those 3 free days are up, you don't hit a wall. That $1 a month follow up for the next 3 months makes it incredibly low risk to keep going, way more than most platforms offer. What I've seen again and again is that people use this window to finally get serious. They've had the idea in the back of their mind for months, maybe years. A clothing line, a wellness brand, a niche gift shop, a digital product store. And this trial is the moment where it goes from someday to right now. You don't need a perfect brand. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need a team. You just need a platform that gives you the tools and time to try. And that's exactly what the Shopify free trial does. There's something really motivating about logging into your store and seeing it take shape. You name it. You add your logo, you upload your products, you set your price. It's a small thing, but it hits different when you realize you're in control now. And yeah, it's not always smooth sailing. You might change your layout a dozen times or rewrite your product description over and over, but it's yours, and that matters. The other part people underestimate is how helpful Shopify's support is. You get 24/7 live chat, email, and even a huge help center with tutorials and guides. So if you ever get stuck, you're not just left searching forums hoping someone replies. Real people will actually walk you through the problem. That level of support is a huge deal when you're building something from scratch and don't have time to figure it all out on your own. Now back to the big question. Is the Shopify free trial really worth it? If you want to launch a store with as little upfront cost as possible, yes. If you're looking for a simple way to test a product idea, validate a niche, or get your first real customer, yes. If you're hoping it'll do the work for you and make you rich while you sleep, obviously not. But that's not what this is. What this is a platform that gives you all the tools you need to build something real for less than the price of a coffee. And if you want to start, the smartest way to do it is through the link in the description. That link is what gives you access to the Shopify free trial with 3 days free plus 3 months at just $1 a month. If you go straight to the homepage, you might miss that offer. Shopify doesn't always promote it up front. So be sure to use the link below the video to lock it in. Before we wrap this up, here's one more thing worth knowing. Even though the 90-day and 120-day Shopify free trial options are gone, what you get now is way more optimized. It's faster to launch. The tools are better. You get AI built in. You can even use Shopify's built-in site builder to generate a working storefront in minutes if you're in a rush. The quality of the experience is better now than it was during the old long trial days. And with the $1 a month promo, it actually ends up being more efficient for most people. So if you're on the fence, here's your sign. Click the link in the description, activate your Shopify free trial, and give yourself a few days to just build something. You don't have to show anyone yet. You don't have to post it on social media. Just create the store you've been thinking about. Test your idea. Launch quietly. Learn as you go. Because the truth is, most successful stores didn't start with big launches or massive budgets. They started with one quiet decision, one first step, one free trial. And this is yours.